what we've discovered very quickly was that referrals were the way to grow because we didn't have a lot of experience with sales. I mean, I had my Zig Ziglar tape set from
shout out to Zig
from the garage sale. Burnt those things, and those things were like worn out. But I really didn't know how to sell. So we had to go in and ask customers like, hey, who else do you know? I mean, what about the neighbor over here? Do you know somebody who works there? I know you're happy with us. And so what we found, what we did when we first were growing was we took on the Masonic Temple, and that Masonic Temple had people within it that were professionals, and we would be able to talk to them, and they'd say, hey, I have an office. You can come work over here, and you can do this. And then when we started taking a stab at prospecting and going out and doing door-to-door.
That was fun.
It was one building that you would close in San Bernardino. It was like...
And it was probably like after handing out, 200 cards and picking up 200 cards?
Totally. But once you got that one, it was, okay, we were the ones cleaning it. We're the ones selling it. We're the ones promoting it. So the best way to sell is to clean buildings.
Yeah.
Right? Make sure the buildings are totally spotless. At that customer, when we went back in and said, hey,
who do you know?
Who do you know? Do you know the neighbor? And so we had a strip mall in San Bernardino that had a temp agency. It had Westcom Financial.
Yeah, we had a lot.
And I think actually it's 2 temp agencies.
Yeah, we had 4 of the probably 8 buildings in that.
Right, all in that one.
And one of them was a Tony Romo, so I'm not cleaning Tony.
No, we're not in Tony.
Not against Tony, but
no. It was Romas. Tony Romas, right?
Tony Romas, yeah.
Yeah, it's not the
football player.
Football player.
Football player for come make better food.
Probably.
I don't know.
That was the rib place.
He wears Skechers, so maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. So referrals. I mean, that's the way that we built it, but you can't get referrals if you don't know how to clean the damn building.
You can't refer a dirty building. And it really, I mean, even that's true to this day. It's not just true back then when we were cleaning it. We have sales reps now that you can't sell a product that's broken. Yeah. And that's exactly what it is. If it's not clean, it's broken.
So it's interesting when I have conversations with folks that are, interested in consulting, right? So, people who have companies.
Yeah.
And, I've been talking more and more with folks lately, and I ask them, what's the first thing you want to talk about? And almost without fail, it's how do I sell accounts? Yep. And, I look at it and I'm like, well, I get it. Like we need to know how to sell business, especially if you don't have any. You got to start with something. And so that makes sense. But if you don't know how to clean it and you can't be productive and you can't go to a client that you currently have and ask for a reference letter or referral,
you don't have a product to sell.
You're not going to go very far. All you're doing is you're building a high-rise building on a trash dump.
Yeah.
So foundational things. And that's what we learned early on. That was a major factor, was learn the business, do it well, clean buildings.